Like its 8-bit sibling, the Commodore Amiga was no stranger to arcade conversions, and while this 16-bit machine had a better chance to more closely replicate the arcade experience, compromises still needed to be made, and capturing the arcade feel was key. In this episode of Quickbytes, I'll be pitching two of the finest conversions to the Amiga in the Battle of the Dragons, and seeing which one comes out top. First up, we got Saint Dragon from Jaleco, our first contestant in the Battle of the Dragons. Ported to the Amiga by the Sales Curve. Now, this is one I first played on the C64. I think it was a Commodore format cover tape, and I can remember playing demo of that a hell of a lot. I really dug the biomechanical, weird R-Type-esque aesthetic and world of weirdness. We are the titular dragon, which can use its body as a weapon, and the shield, which adds some tactical play. As you can see, we can spin around and take cover behind it, and yeah, the only vulnerable part is the head, which can really help. And yeah, this, I'm going to show some footage of the arcade version in just a moment. But yeah, this is a really, really solid conversion. Nails the atmosphere, nails the sense of speed you want that from it. The music is great. The only downside is some frame rate chop, which detracts from it a little bit. But yes, here comes the arcade version. Now about that, after seeing the Amiga version, yeah, you can see this is a damn good conversion, especially for such an earlier, this is before like peak Amiga of like 91 to 94, when arcade conversions were always an uneven affair. Yeah, this is one of the areas where the FPS takes a bit of a nosedive. We've got some really colourful bosses here, a big metal ball for the first one. Learn its attack patterns, and yeah, you'll get through this pretty easily. And this is my favourite level in terms of like world design. Weird Forest. The only I will detract points for having limited music. It's pretty much the same tune, so get used to hearing it. And the environments can get a little samey, the enemies as well. But it's the difficulty feels like spot on. It's not too difficult. You can actually keep your power-ups as well. And yeah, actually here comes our next contestant. So we'll switch over to our next game right now. And in the other corner, we have IRM's Dragon Breed. Now, IRM are one of the heavyweights of Smups at this time. This is definitely a heavyweight of Amiga arcade conversion. I mean, look at this way it looks. Look at the way it moves. Look how many sprites are on screen. Look at the way it sounds. Now, we saw some familiar names on the touchscreen. Paul and Martin Walker. 8 and 16-bit micro stalwarts of coding. And yeah, this is one hell of a conversion. It's on the technical level, it's clear. It knocks Saint Dragon out of clear across the ring. Though Saint Dragon does get a little punching for having both sound and music, which wasn't always common. Again, we see just how good a conversion this is. How it captures both feel and the bulk of the looks. I mean, yeah, it's wizardry. I will say they seem to have pitched the Amiga version's difficulty higher than the arcade. Enemies seem more bullet spongy, and there is more need to use the dragon's body and tail as a weapon and spin around, which is cool, but yes. It's the difficulty curve is yeah, steep, very steep, and because of that I don't find this as much fun to play as Saint Dragon. It's got the look, it's got the sound, got different music, more variety in enemies and stages. Look at this, I mean, it's got gorgeous backgrounds and colours, but yeah, it's so tough, which is a real shame. One cool thing is it does have sections here, as you can see here, where you actually dismount the dragon and run around and shoot, which is, yeah, the variety is much higher than Saint Dragon. So, the big question, which one do you think emerges victorious in this Battle of Dragons? Saint Dragon had the gameplay for me, while Dragon Breed certainly has the looks and variety. Let me know in the comments below. So that brings us to the end of another episode of Quick Bites. Thank you for watching. I really enjoyed making this one and comparing the two games. It was something I was super inspired to make. And they both have strengths and weaknesses to me. Dragon Breed is certainly a looker and a sounder, and impresses more than Saint Dragon on pretty much every single level except gameplay for me. The difficulty is too tough to be enjoyable without extreme memorization of every single enemy, every single attack pattern, or a cheat. And when Saint Dragon is just fairer, while it doesn't look as good or move as fast as Dragon Breed, it's the one I'd rather play. So thank you for watching, and subscribe and like, and until the next episode, this is Coffee Hound Retro Sharka signing off.